Approximately 950 years prior to the birth of Jesus, the region in the southwestern part of the Middle Eastern Muslim country now known as Yemen was referred to as Saba, or the land of Saba, named after a prosperous tribe that had inhabited the area for about a century and a half. The Sabaeans thrived until 115 years before Jesus' birth, when they were succeeded by the Himyar, while the current capital of Yemen is Sana'a. During this historical period, the ancient city of Marib held that distinction that in her palace in Marib, the queen sat upon a decorated throne, holding a letter mentioned in the Quran as the Kitab Karim, which translates to Gramanama or honored letter. In the 27th surah of the Quran, An-Naml, it is recorded that the queen addressed her courtiers, stating, "O people of the court, I have received a noble letter. This letter is from Solomon, sent in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. It instructs, do not oppose me, and come to me in submission." The Quran depicts Solomon not only as a powerful king but also as a prophet with the extraordinary ability to communicate with birds, animals, and jinn, Surah An-Naml 27:16-17. He was the successor to David, the prophet and king of Israel, ruling from 965 BC to 926 BC over an empire extending from Palestine to eastern Jordan and Syria. The Hebrew Bible highlights Solomon's 40-year reign as a time of great wealth and glory for the Israelite monarchy, describing him as the great king of Israel, known for his wisdom. According to 1 Kings 10 verse 14, the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 666 talents of gold, where a talent signifies the amount of gold or silver that can fit into an ox hide. The Quran and the traditions of the children of Israel indicate that Solomon had a unique understanding of the languages of all living beings, including birds. Surah An-Naml recounts an incident where an ant warned its fellow ants to hide from Solomon's approaching army. Solomon, pleased by the ant's warning, prayed for the ability to express gratitude for God's blessings. According to the Quran, a bird called Hudhud delivered news of the Queen of Sheba to Solomon. However, this bird is not mentioned in the Bible or other Jewish texts like the Talmud. Hudhud informed Solomon, "A woman reigns over them, and she possesses great resources, along with a grand throne. I observe that she and her people prostrate to the sun instead of to Allah." Upon learning this, Solomon sent the letter to the queen, which she discussed with her court. Surah An-Naml details that she sought their opinions before making a decision. When her courtiers expressed readiness for war, the queen chose to send an ambassador with gifts to Solomon, hoping for a peaceful resolution. Solomon responded, saying, "Do you intend to offer me this wealth? What Allah has given me is far superior. You are only pleased with your gifts," and he threatened to execute the envoy. In Surah An-Naml, Solomon asked his court who could bring the queen's throne before the delegation arrived in submission. A powerful jinn claimed he could bring it instantly, while a knowledgeable man, identified by some as Asif bin Barkia, declared he could do so before the blink of an eye. When Solomon saw the throne before him, he exclaimed, "This is the grace of my Lord." To test the queen, he ordered a change in the throne's appearance. The queen journeyed roughly 1,500 miles from Marib to Jerusalem to meet Solomon. Upon her arrival, it was asked if her throne resembled the one before her. She acknowledged its similarity and admitted prior knowledge of Solomon's greatness. As she entered the palace, she mistook the glass floor for deep water and lifted her skirts. Solomon clarified, "This is a palace made of glass." She then declared, "My lord, I have wronged myself, and accepted submission to Allah, the Lord of the worlds." According to 1 Kings 10 verse 10, the queen brought Solomon 120 talents of gold, a vast array of spices, and precious jewels, stating that there had never been such a bounty of spices as that given by the Queen of Sheba. The story is similarly recounted in Jewish rabbinical traditions, though details about her ascent to the throne are unique to the Quran. The Bible indicates that Solomon did not dethrone the queen following this incident, but rather allowed her to return with her attendants.